Right, well, I thought I'd briefly show you where I'm at with the Villiers project. As you can probably see, the engine's had a little bit of work over the weekend. I've completely stripped it down and rebuilt it, cleaned it up as I've gone along, obviously, as you can see, and painted the barrel. Nice condition inside. You'll see some photos at the end of this little video. I wasn't filming as I went along, but did take a few photos. One thing I did notice, which might come of shock and interest to a few of you guys out there that have similar engines, these aren't actually 98cc as is widely believed. Got the calipers out, and it's got a stroke of 2 inches and a bore of 1 3/4 inch. Now if you do the maths, that comes to 80cc, so there's a little bit of a surprise for all of us, I think. What I've been doing today, I'll just show you. That's over in the workshop. Right, here we are in the workshop. Not been able to get too much done today because it is just stiflingly hot and terribly humid. It's currently over 30 degrees in the shade, and it's even worse in here, especially with the halogen lamp on, which I need for filming. So what I've done today, I've been working on the metal work that's associated with the frame. Stripped the paint off the tank and the other bits and pieces, and just given the frame a quick once over with some wet and dry. Discovered some rather nice brass fittings on the tank, so when I paint this I think I'll leave those exposed. It'll be quite a nice little feature. Like I say, it's been so hot I've not managed to get too much done today, and I haven't got any paint yet anyway. Just going back to the engine, well, there have been a couple of issues during the strip down and rebuild. I guess the most significant one is the coil, which seems to have gone open circuit on the secondary at some stage during its removal and reassembly. What I think's happened is the coil has possibly moved fractionally relative to the iron core, and in doing so the connection has broken away. I have tested for a spark since, and I am getting a spark. Whether it's going to be strong enough to run, we shall see. It's an absolute pain, to be honest, because it may mean I'm going to have to source another coil, and well, they're not cheap for these. The other issue, I had to remake gasket for the crankcase halves, and the thinnest gasket paper I'd got was something like 0.6 of a mil. I couldn't really measure the old gasket because it just broke up when I took it apart, but it does seem to have developed a little bit more, if I can demonstrate, end float on reassembly, so that gasket's probably fractionally thicker than what was there originally. I don't think it'll be too significant. I mean, this engine's never going to do a lot of work, and a bit of float is probably a good thing, because of course the crankcase is aluminium, so there will be relative movement when it warms up, so hopefully that'll be okay. So that's about where we are. Like I say, next step is going to be paint on the frame. I was going to brush paint, but decent brushing enamels are very expensive, as I've discovered, so I think I'm going to go the aerosol route. Still haven't really decided on a final colour, but I'm thinking something quite strong and bold. We shall see. Watch this space.